In some ways, Dead Rising 3 is a typical launch game. Yes, it's beset with problems, but it's built on a concept bristling with potential for zombie eviscerating enjoyment. The main problem, perhaps, is that Dead Rising 3 is not a new IP. It suffers from the same old niggling issues that slightly sullied the zombie slaughtering experience in the previous titles, and unfortunately, they're joined by several more, less forgivable problems. We'll do the good stuff first. Dead Rising 3 does a great job of getting you straight into the action. You're immediately tasked with taking the stubbly Nick Ramos across a highway strewn with mangled cars and crashed planes. Better yet, the sheer volume of zombies filling every street, alleyway, rooftop and storefront really showcases the next-gen muscle of the game. With the intro done, you'll find Los Perdidos a gloriously open playground. Traversal quickly becomes a violent game of don't step on the cracks, played with car roofs and corpses. As you explore Los Perdidos, you're rewarded for keeping your eyes open. Looking around, finding blueprints and crafting weapons on the fly ensures you never know what pleasing madness lies around the corner. There's also a vast array of hilarious weaponry on offer, so you'll never find yourself sticking to a tried and tested favourite either. In fact, just when you think you found a weapon that will get you through the rest of the game, another discovery comes your way. A katana might seem great to start with, but you'll soon prefer it when it's gaffered to the end of a garden rake. Weapons lockers ensure you're always able to find previously built weapons quickly, albeit in limited balance restoring quantities. Unfortunately, the same level of satisfaction can't be claimed with the vehicles. They handle like they're made of Lego and make longer traversal sections a 20-minute exercise in frustration. New boy Nick Ramos is a blank slate. He has neither the reluctant hardness of Chuck Green nor the cocksure attitude of Frank West. This means he bounces off other characters, helping their bizarre personalities stand out all the more through the lack of his own. With regards to the psychos, side missions and boss encounters still crop up with classic Dead Rising timers, and will disappear for good if you don't initiate them in time. But thankfully the gauges deplete very slowly, so there's rarely a toss-up between the two different chunks of content. You'll have plenty of time to see everything the game has to offer in story mode, but Dead Rising purists will be glad to hear that Nightmare mode is the exact opposite. The little white bars to the left of your screen diminish at an alarming rate, and you're forced to make tough choices. Head across the map to tackle that boss, and there's a chance you won't make it back in time to rescue that survivor. Overarching all of this though is the constant countdown to the city's destruction. It's an intense experience which sits perfectly within the grab, bag and tag crafting system. Unfortunately, the whole thing is a bit grim to look at. Concessions have to be made, no doubt, to allow for such a vast number of zombies to appear on screen, but get up close to anything in the game, even main character Ramos, and your eyeballs are splattered with blurry filth. Like a pox-ridden blanket wrapping the whole visual package, the dull tertiary palette is harmfully oppressive and at odds with the balmy tone of the rest of the game. Unwelcome bugs surface as well. Some harmless, such as items randomly floating at head level, but at least one during our playthrough was a proper game breaker. It forced us, after 15 hours of play, to restart the whole game over again. With these factors in mind, Dead Rising 3 is not the game you'll use to show off the capabilities of your shiny new Xbox One. So in many ways, Dead Rising 3 doesn't actually feel like a sequel at all. It's sloppy, loose and ugly looking, lacking the finely tuned foundations of most games in their third iterations. Its problems though can't totally disembowel all the fun to be had in dicing up zombies. Capcom haven't managed to clean the blood off this flawed diamond, and in some ways they may have even tarnished it further, but Dead Rising 3 remains a diamond nonetheless.
Should be safe in here for a while.